What's going on, amigos? One half of the PokeMigos here, Goldenboy, and today I'm excited because we have a mill deck that is awesome. Now, before I get into the deck, I do want to let everyone know that I stream on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GoldenboyFTW, every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So make sure to join up. I stream Pokemon TCG Online as well as a variety of other games as well, maybe some Valorant, some Halo, but for the most part, it's a lot of Pokemon. So love to have you. Once again, that's twitch.tv/GoldenboyFTW. And before we get into the meat and potatoes of the deck, I gotta remind you all, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well as like this video if you happen to enjoy it. It helps us out greatly, especially as we are a new Pokemon channel just starting out. If you also want to check out one of Robski, another half of the PokeMigos video that he released just a little while ago, he opens 10 Darkness Ablaze packs, and we'll see if he got anything good in there. Once again, I'll link that somewhere here in the video, but for now, let's jump into the deck and what it does. So the deck is a mill deck. Now, for those of you who maybe aren't familiar with Pokemon TCG, this is a very awesome deck because what it does is it essentially drains your opponent's deck of vital cards that they will need and essentially decks them out. That means that when they get down to 0 cards able to draw on, it's game over. And I could essentially win a game without lifting a finger. I don't have to put out any damage. I don't have to worry about anything. And it's a very simple way to do it. So let's actually jump into it and talk about how this deck is constructed. Now, one thing I do want to note is that I actually found this deck on PokeGoldfish.com. I actually really like that website. One of my viewers, Eduardo, linked me to it, and it was awesome. I read so many great articles and so many great decks, and was inspired to build a mill deck of my own because of what I saw in there, and also because I drew one of my top 5 favorite Pokemon, Toxtricity, in a recent unpacking of some of these digital codes that I was able to get. So I figured I'd go for something crazy, something different, and just have a good time with it. Because if you're not having fun playing whatever you want to play, why are you playing the game, right? You don't have to do meta. You don't have to do like ADPs, Asian V, Pick Roam, or Reshazard. You don't got to do that stuff. Do the stuff that makes you happy. So speaking of makes me happy, let's talk about this deck a little bit. As you can see here, we got a lot of really good things. First thing we're going to start off with is the Dunsparce. Now, what this does is that if this Pokemon gets knocked out, I actually will force my opponent to discard 2 cards from the top of their deck. Now, because he's a 60 HP Pokemon, he's probably going to get bopped. Now, your opponent probably may not want to hurt the Dunsparce, which is perfectly fine. If you happen to put Cursed Shovel onto Dunsparce, you're essentially asking your opponent to hit the Dunsparce in the face. And if he obliges, then you're able to discard 4 cards because Cursed Shovel allows you to discard 2 cards from your opponent's deck, just like Dunsparce, except it combines for 4 cards total. Another card that's going to be draining items from your opponent's deck is the Alolan Muk. And I want to give a special shout out to Eduardo. He actually found the cards, traded it, and sent it over to me. So a big thank you, because it took me forever to find this Alolan Muk. But when I did, oh boy, does it cause some problems, because you look at the top 6 cards of your opponent's deck once this Pokemon evolves from Grimer to Muk, and you're able to dispose as many item cards as you find. So if your opponent has 6 item cards, you can dispose of 6 cards just like that, just for evolving this Pokemon. Now, a meta card that I know a lot of you guys are familiar with, Crobat V. If you play Crobat from your hand to the bench, you're able to draw cards until you have 6. It's just a great card to have. Not really much to break down with here. But speaking of great cards, we have Mewtwo as well. Because what Mewtwo does is that when you play Mewtwo from your hand to the bench, during your turn, you put a supporter card from your discard pile to the top of your deck. And this actually synergizes very well with some of the support cards that we have in here. And it also helps out the star of this deck, Toxtricity. This is undoubtedly one of my favorite Pokemon, Toxtricity, just because he oozes of Chad energy. I mean, look at this dude. It looks like he doesn't care about anything that's going on. He's just out here trying to have a good time. Toxtricity is sick. And part of the reason why Toxtricity is sick is because of Risk Taker. For 2 energy, you flip a coin. If heads, you discard the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck. If tails, you discard the top 5 cards of your deck. Obviously, we don't want that second part to happen. We have to have cards that will allow us to be able to ensure that that is the case. That's where the trainer cards are going to come into play. You got a lot of your run-of-the-mill cards, Great Ball, Ordinary Rod to bring back the Toxtricity and the Toxel, Quick Ball to find those Pokemon, Scoop Up Net. This is going to be good for Muk because as you play Muk, you toss a Grimer down, you play another Muk, and then you kind of just keep going with that. You can keep harassing your opponent's deck because of what Muk is capable of doing. And so long as you keep him going, he's going to be a problem. Switches are going to be important too, because you never know when you're going to need to get out of a bind. And then Glimwood Tangle, one of the star pieces of this deck. Once during each player's turn, after that player flips any coins for an attack, they may ignore all results of that coin and flip again. Huge, especially for Toxtricity with Risk Taker. You're gonna have a few other big cards in here as well, Caitlin and Cynthia, in order for you to be able to bring cards back into play as well as draw. The Guzma Hala combination, the tag team card, this is another big one, and it plays beautifully into this deck because not only are you able to get the stadium card, you also get a tool as well as a special energy. And this deck is literally nothing but special energy. We're going to be running triple acceleration energy. This is going to be discarded at the end of the turn, but if you don't have that twin energy in play, or if you happen to stumble upon it, it's just going to be very helpful for you to have in case things go, you know, haywire in certain aspects. And then you're also going to have twin energy, which this is going to be, again, for the Toxtricity. All this energy is only going to be for Toxtricity because you're only going to play Risk Taker. So twin energy, triple acceleration energy, it's all going to be vital here. Some more of the meta cards that you're going to be used to seeing, like Boss's Orders or maybe even Professor's Research. These are also going to be cards that are super important to the success of this deck, because if you need to reset or if you need to just ensure that you're pulling out another opponent's card, like, you know, you don't want to have to deal with certain cards if they're going to be a little too juiced up, make them spend the switch, spend resources. Boss's Orders is always going to be helpful for that. And then there are two other cards here that are going to be infinitely helpful too. You got Opal. Now you flip 2 coins, search your deck for a number of cards up to heads. So if you get 2 heads, you're able to get 2 cards. This is going to be important for either drawing twin energy or triple acceleration energy, or even bringing out a Toxtricity or a Muk when you need it. Again, these cards, tandem with the Great Ball, it's going to be important to be able to get out those evolution Pokemons since you don't have evolution incense in this deck. You also have the Lucky Egg, which is a great card to have because if you attach this to maybe even a Dunsparce instead of the Cursed Shovel, and you know that he's going to get hit, that's going to be good news for you because you're going to be able to draw cards until you have 7 in your hand. But then Will, he's going to be one of the cards that you're looking to go with that Mewtwo for, because what Will does is it guarantees that you get the coin flip you want. I cannot stress this enough. Will guarantees a coin flip. So if I play Will, then I do Toxtricity, I get 5 cards out. I play Will again because I played Mewtwo, and then I'm able to get 5 more cards out. I just took out 10 of my opponents, probably already like 36 or around that range cards. So they're going to be hurting, and I can keep doing this multiple times. Combine that with the Grimer, the Dunsparce. There's just a lot of deck harass here. It's a very, very powerful deck for that. Now it's time to jump into a game and see if this actually works. Because if it does, whoo, boy, I may have found my new main deck. Enjoy. Uh-oh, Dunsparce is already in play, folks. I'm gonna save my Glimwood. I'm gonna save the Glimwood for right now. I'm not gonna get it. Not gonna take it out. Alternatively though, I could put the Lucky Egg. Oh, huge. Oh, mad party. We got a mad party here, chat. Oranguru. So I think I'll quick ball to... I could take out the boss's orders for right now. Yeah, he's got this Mad Party deck going. Bunch of little Mad Party. Dade, what's up, Dade? How's it going? Dade comes in. He's like, "What's up, bitches?" Oof. All right. Lucky. No, that hurts. With how many Pokemon I'm running in this deck as well, that is actually offensive. Quick ball for the boss's orders. I'll grab the Muk here, or the Grimer, excuse me. I think I'll pop the Glimwood. Just wait it out. And this actually works out because this one is all about discarding. So it's just a matter of whether or not I can discard his stuff fast enough. I mean, he's discarding a lot. You got messed up by this exact guy. Are you running the mill as well? I mean, I'm inadvertently helping him, so I don't know how good this will be. This is funny. He's just running. He went on Limitless. He's like, oh, I like the Mad Party deck. I'm just gonna go ahead and make that. To be fair, though, I did do the same thing, kind of. So I was on Poke Goldfish. I saw the mill deck. I ran it. You know? So, you know. Doing the same thing. Oh. Wow. Yeah, I mean, might as well start going for it. I mean, I'm helping him, so he's kind of happy about this. Like, I mean, he's good, you know. Oh man, this is bad. Oh. Gonna go for the hit. Should be next turn if you play Will, then turn to play, then turn after play Opal, you get 2 hits no matter what. Yeah. But he's gonna take him out, so it doesn't matter. Think I'll play Opal. Oof, Pogs. Tox. And get Grimer? No, I'll get Mewtwo. Boss's orders just in case. Play you. You. Welcome back. All right. Done. Take me out, strike me, and I will be stronger than ever before. He has to kill 6 Pokemon. All you have to do is make him kill your Dunsparce. Yeah, this is true. I mean, I've already burned him down. He's got to keep going. He's got to keep burning, chat. He's got to keep burning. He needs to keep burning. Did he play an ability? I think he played a support already. Keep on drawing cards, Witty. Keep going, Witty. Oh! He's discarding too! Ah! Oh, I win! I win! Oh, man! I win! Oh, this feels good, dude. Heads, baby. Nope. GG. Dude, so good. So good. I didn't do a single bit of damage and just drained him. Shout out to the Dunsparce, dude. Oh.